Michigan's $25 annual fee is appealing, but the wrong business structure permanently locks you into a 6% corporate income tax. Registering your business in Michigan means centralizing your legal structure. This process grants you personal liability protection and establishes the baseline for how the state and federal government will tax your revenue. The gatekeeper for this process is the Department of Licensing and Regulatory Affairs, or LARA. Every new business must pass through their system to exist legally in the state. When you file, you generally choose between three distinct paths: the limited liability company, the C-Corporation, and the S-Corporation. This choice dictates your exact tax obligations, your legal capacity to raise outside capital, and the amount of administrative friction you will deal with every single year. Michigan's low maintenance fees only translate to real savings if the structure supports the business's long-term scale. The limited liability company is the low-friction, high-protection path. It is designed primarily for first-time owners, solo entrepreneurs, and family businesses looking for a simple operational framework. Your first mandatory step is selecting a unique name containing the letters LLC and filing articles of organization with LARA for a $50 fee. You are also legally required to appoint a resident agent. This agent must maintain a physical street address in Michigan to receive official state and legal documents. Structurally, the outcome is fast. Within 10 days, your business receives immediate legal liability protection and standard pass-through taxation, meaning the business itself pays no state income tax. Warning tone. The danger comes if you operate without drafting a formal operating agreement. Without internal documentation, Michigan's default state laws automatically override your actual partnership dynamics during a dispute. The LLC is cheap and fast to set up, but requires proactive internal documentation so you, and not the state, dictate how it is run. If you plan to issue equity or secure venture capital, you need a C-Corporation. Investors require this specific legal structure. Submitting articles of incorporation involves a baseline $50 organization fee plus a $10 non-refundable fee, but this scales mathematically based on authorized shares. Authorizing 10 million shares jumps the fee to $500, with thousands more required for higher volumes. Immediately after filing, the state mandates heavy internal formalities. You must draft corporate bylaws and hold an initial board meeting before you can operate.
Before we dive into the exact state steps and paperwork, let's talk about your foundation. You absolutely cannot build a successful brand or protect your assets without a properly structured legal entity. Most people try to launch as a sole proprietor or cut corners on their initial state filings, and that is exactly why they face massive personal liabilities or get their applications rejected by the state. Your business must be a separate legal entity. That's where Northwest Registered Agent comes in. Northwest is the absolute best formation service out there. They handle your entire LLC or corporation setup for just $39 plus state fees, which includes a full year of their premium registered agent service. What makes them elite is their privacy by default policy. They use their own business address on all your state filings to keep your home address off public records, and they never sell your data. This legal and privacy shield is non-negotiable if you want to protect your wealth. I've linked my full Northwest review in the description. Use my link down below to register your business today and unlock exclusive discounts. Get your protection handled first, and then let's get into the step-by-step guide for your state.
C-Corps face high administrative friction and a flat 6% state corporate tax rate. In exchange, they receive unrestricted ownership limits, issuing multiple classes of stock to infinite shareholders. A C-Corp trades for administrative ease and tax efficiency for the legal capacity to scale and absorb institutional capital. Michigan does not register S-Corps as a separate entity type. Instead, this is a federal tax election applied to an existing LLC or C-Corp. This requires a two-step sequence. First, you form your state-level entity with LARA. Then you file Form 2553 directly with the IRS. Michigan automatically recognizes this federal election. This allows your business to completely bypass the state's 6% corporate income tax. This structure introduces Michigan's flow-through entity tax workaround, shifting the tax burden to the entity layer at 4.25%. This lets owners bypass the federal $10,000 SALT deduction cap, turning state tax payments into fully deductible federal business expenses. The trade-offs for this tax benefit are stringent. It requires a binding 3-year commitment, and the IRS strictly limits you to 100 shareholders, all of whom must be U.S. citizens or residents. The S-Corp serves as an optimization tool for highly profitable businesses, intentionally sacrificing growth flexibility to achieve massive federal tax savings. This matrix highlights the compromises. The LLC offers a flat $50 formation and $25 annual cost, contrasting the scaled fees of C-Corps. For taxation, a 6% corporate rate sits opposite pass-through efficiency. On compliance, LLCs risk losing good standing, while C-Corps face immediate late fees. Growth limitations are equally rigid. The S-Corp locks you into a strict 100 shareholder cap, whereas the C-Corp offers an infinite ceiling. There is no single perfect entity. Every structure demands a deliberate sacrifice of either tax efficiency, administrative ease, or equity flexibility. The final framework relies on your planned exit strategy. For solo operators and standard partnerships, choose the LLC. It maintains low friction and secures that $25 a year maintenance baseline. For startups planning to scale and seek venture capital, choose the C-Corp. Accept the 6% tax and heavier compliance burden as the cost of entry. For highly profitable small businesses needing federal tax workarounds, form your state-level entity and elect S-Corp status immediately. Michigan's remarkably low entry cost is only an advantage if you build a legal foundation that perfectly aligns with your financial future.